Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today we are going to be running a Drosera Network node, and without wasting too much of our time, let's get into it. So the recommended system requirements will be two CPU cores, 4 gig RAM, and 20 gig disk space. So you need to get this, and I think this shouldn't be more than $7 on Kotambo. So let's get into it. So the first thing we have to do is install our dependencies. So copy it and then go paste it. So might take a while. So just wait for it. And then afterwards we go back to the next thing. Okay guys, before I forgot, ensure that you have your wallet ready and then you have Oleski ready. Okay, that's one of the things that we need for the Olesti. So guys, before I forget, remember that we need Oleski Ethereum to run this. So make sure that you have that ready in your wallet, okay? And I will advise that you should use a Bona wallet, okay? So I mean, like any wallet you are comfortable with, of course. So we are done with that, and then we'll go to the next one. So the next thing is to install Docker. So copy it and then paste it. And then we say yes, continue. And we are done with that. So we go back to our guide. So the next thing is to configure the environment. So we are going to copy this Drosera CLI, copy it and then paste it here. So copy it and then it has run, as you can see. So come here and then we save it. To save this command, we save and reboot this to reboot the system. So let's it and then come back here. Now Drosera operator. Let's come here. This is where we are right now. Okay. So the next thing is Foundry CLI, right? So copy this and then paste it here. We are done with that. Back. Ensure that you reboot it, save and reboot. Okay. Copy this and then run the CLI. Here's it. There you go. See, this is where we are. So we copy it. Now it's done. So we go back and then we install Bond. Alright, we install Bond CLI. So come here and then push it here. So like the other ones that we installed, we have to save it and okay, so do the same thing. So the next thing, which is the step 2, is to deploy contract and trap. So we are going to create a directory now. Yeah, create a directory called my Drosera Trap. Okay, then we'll go to the directory. This go to the directory, copy it, and then come here. I think I paste that twice. So clear it up and enter. So as you can see, we are now in my Drosera Trap directory now. We were in the root directory initially. So go, what's next? Replace GitHub Gmail with the username. So this is what we are going to do now. We are going to copy this and then we are going to replace it with our username. So I won't show you my details here, okay? So the next thing we are now going to do is you will now copy it. After editing it, you copy it and then paste it here. So it's not going to bring anything else, okay? So because I've done mine, and so we now move ahead. Right? So move ahead, and then the next thing is to initialize the trap, okay? So copy this and then paste it here. And then the next thing is to compile the trap. Now I won't install this Bond CLI again because I've done that already, okay? So I'm just going to copy this Bond install, okay? Then I will install just the Bond install because I've copied it. So here it is, just for better understanding. This year we've already installed it here, so I'm not going to reinstall it again. I'm just going to run this and this, okay? So let's go back. Wait for it to finish installing. So the next thing is to go back and then this, all right, forge build. So go and drop it here. It's compiling, and then we are done. So go back. So now, if in case you should see any warnings, you can skip it, okay? You can just skip it if you see any warning. All right. So the next thing is to deploy our private key, right? So what we'll do is copy this. Now you can see that we have XXX here. This place we have XXX. You are going to replace it with your EVM wallet private key. That is your I'm very sure most of us know what EVM wallet is. So you go and copy the private key and ensure that you have Oleski. You understand? So ensure that it is funded with Oleski Ethereum. So you copy the private key and replace it here. So I'm going to give you guys an example. Of course, I'm not going to show you mine. So I'm going to show you an example of what it is. Then we'll continue, right? So let's say this is it now. So I'm going to go to here and then so let's say this is my private key, all right? Not my private key, but let's say this is my private key. Copy this, you clear this, and then you put it here. That's all you have to do, all right? Ensure that there's no too much space between, all right? Just a space. So you just copy this as it is, like this, and then you drop it in your BPS, all right? You drop it in your terminal. So that's what you're going to do. So I'm going to do mine now, and then we'll resume. So guys, after imputing my private key, this is the result I got, okay? So he's asking, do you want to apply these changes? So you say, of course, okay, of course, and then you enter and then apply Error configuration, the apply transaction. Okay, it failed because I do not have Oleski in my wallet. So I'll go back and impute it again. Alright. I'll try to have Oleski this time around, guys. So let's come back. Okay, so guys, after imputing my private key, this is what I got. I'm going to get the same thing. And like I said, ensure you have Oleski Ethereum in your wallet. So then the next thing is ask that, do you want to apply these changes? Then you say of course. Okay. If you have Oleski, the transaction will go through. But if you don't have Oleski, it's going to fail. Then you have to impute your private key all over again. So now let's wait for the transaction to finish. We're waiting for confirmation. And then here we go. As you can see, we are done with the confirmation. This is the transaction hash. Right. So if we click on it now, it's going to take us to Oleski and confirm the transaction. But we don't want to waste too much of our time on that. So the next thing we are going to do now is so as you can see here, you are going to see your trap address. Let me show you mine. Okay. This is mine here. This is my trap address. Okay, so you see yours too. So ensure that you keep it safe. Okay, so I'll copy mine and then keep it safe somewhere. So the next thing we are going to do is connect the trap in dashboard. Okay, so we click on the link here. And then we are going to copy the link address. Okay, so copy the link address and then paste it here. Okay, so paste it in our browser and then paste it here. Right. So what's the next step for us? Once you go to this link, then you click on trap owned to see our deploy address. Of course, we are going to connect our wallet. Okay, so let's go back. So you remember the wallet that the private key we use. Okay, so you make sure that you have it in your wallet. You ensure that you already put the private key in the wallet. Okay, so that is the wallet you are now going to connect to this dashboard. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and connect. So connect this to MetaMask. So guys, while we wait for this, please like, share and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Your support means a lot. Alright, so we are waiting for our MetaMask to open. Alright, I think I've been sure. So okay, try to connect. Wrong network. So here is my wallet address. So now trap owned. Alright, so I'll see if I already have a trap owned. Okay, here we go. So this is the creator and this is the trap config. Alright, so this is my trap, this is the creator. Okay, so here we are in my dashboard. Right, we are in my dashboard. See that everything is still new. So the next thing we are going to do, let's go back. So the next thing we are going to do is Bloom Boost Trap. Okay, so go to open. It says, okay, yeah, it says open your trap on dashboard and click on send Bloom Boost and deposit some Oleski on it. All right, so you click here and then you deposit some Oleski on it. So go here. There we go. enter the value. So I think I'm just going to 0.2. Depends on how much Ethereum you have in your wallet. So, and when I mean Ethereum, I meant Leski. Okay. So this is our transaction hash. Let's click on it. We'll know if the transaction is successful or not. So it's still pending. All right. Still pending. Transaction was sent. Nice. Okay. Yeah. So it's successful as you can see here. So we'll go back and then since it's done, just cancel that. And it's not going to show yet. So the next thing we'll do is fetch blocks. So we'll run this command in our CLI terminal. Enter. Right. So as you can see, this is where we are, and so add the following code at the bottom of Drosera.toml. Okay. So this is what we are trying to open now. All right. So because I'm trying to open this file now, I'll copy this. Interesting. And then I'll come here and do nano, and then I'll drop what I just copied. Okay, so enter, and here we are, as you can see. So the question was, it says, oh sorry, my bad, come back here. It says add the following codes at the bottom of Drosera.toml. So we have to add our private trap and whitelist, which is our operator address. I don't know if you can still remember the operator address, which is get it inside. So copy this. You see, so yeah. See, I'm just going to put it. Enter. I want to put it in between. Yeah. All right. Private trap true. So we are going to put our operator address here. So go to the dashboard. So our operator address is what is our EVM wallet. Okay, let's not forget that that is our public address. They replace operator address with your EVM wallet public address between this. Okay, so we are going to have this. This is where you are going to put the symbols, and your public address is what your operator address. So that's what I'm going to do now. I'm going to go over and copy my address, copied, and then I'll come back here, and then I'll paste it in. All right, so I think we are good. So you say Control X, Y, and enter. So run this. We have to update it. So you guys remember this private key that we run initially, where we change this XX. So I'm sure you still have that information. So we are going to copy it again and then paste it there. So give me a second. That's what I'm going to do now. After running that, this is what we are going to get again. So you say, oh, of course, all right. Then you enter. So if you run it perfectly well, this is what you are going to get. Okay, this is what you're going to get. This is going to be your trap address. All right, this is your trap address, and then you get a block hash too. So this is the whitelist. This is your EVM address. And there we go, guys. We are done with this part of it. So you can see it successfully confirmed. So the next step is for us to go to, let's check. So this is where we are going to next. After you're done with that, now you see that your trap should be private now with your operator address whitelisted internally. So let's check that out. You have to refresh it. As you can see that there is nothing there now. So let's refresh. Don't know why this is taking a lot of time. And there you go, guys. As you can see, this has been turned to private. Okay, so and you can see here our operator status has changed to whitelist, so we have been whitelisted. So the next step to do now, let's go back. So okay, so we have to what, operate our CLI. So we go and say this. So this just means for it to go back to the root directory, and then to download all this. And now test the CLI with Drosera operator version to verify it's working. So click here and then paste it here, enter. So it's working. So that's why we are getting all this information. It's working. So the next thing is let's go. We have to install our Docker image for Drosera. So copy and paste here. And then we are done. So the next step, oh my bad, the next step is to register our operator. So we are still on the right path now. So what we have to do is to copy this information and then replace it with our private key where it says PV here, as you can see. So you say replace private key with your Drosera EVM private key. All right, so use the same private key we use for our Trap wallet. So that's all I'm going to do now. So guys, I've pasted mine and it was registered successfully. So if you registered your operator right, if you register right, you're going to get operator registered successfully. Okay, so the next step we are going to do is to open port. Okay, so we open port. Command may disrupt existing is just say yes, right? And then the next thing is to install and run operator. Method 1 is using Docker. Method 2 is installing using systemmd. I actually prefer using systemd. I prefer it so much than using Docker. So I'm going to go with method 2, which is making use of systemd. So now we're going to copy this information. You see that the information says enter this command in the terminal, but first replace PV with your private key, VPS IP with your solid VPS IP without anything else. If using a local system, then replace VP IP with the 0.0.00. So we are coming here now. This place is where you are going to put your private key, and this is where you are going to put your VPS IP if you are making use of VPS. Okay, but if you are not making use of VPS, you will change this place to 0.0.0.0, of course. So that's it. Don't clear this. All right, don't clear this. Just make sure that you put this. If you are making use of your local machine, you put it there. But if you are making use of VPS, you put your VPS here. So I'm going to give us a sample. All right, so let's do with that now. Um, let's copy this, and then come here. All right, it's just showing us a sample. Okay, so copy here. So here now, I'm going to put my VPS here. So let's say my VPS 213.557.67.90. Yes. So let's say this is my VPS and my private key goes like something like this. Okay, let's mix it up. All right, so that's it. Then you copy everything as it is, like let's say Control A, and then Control C, and then come and paste it in your CLI here. All right, so you just paste it here, and then you are good to go. So I'm going to do mine now. So I'm sure you should be able to do your scan. So I'll be back in a second, guys. So guys, I'm sure that you must have run this by now. So guys, I'm sure you must have run this by now. So after that, I'm just going to run this. And then the next step is to check the node health. And we are good to go. So next, we just wait for it to fetch the block data. After fetching the block data, we'll see it here to be showing here. Okay, so let's wait for it to fetch the block data. So guys, please ensure that you like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Your support will be appreciated, guys. So let's wait. Let's go. So after you must have done that, the next thing is to go to your dashboard. In the dashboard, click opt-in to connect your operator to the trap. So that's what we are going to do now. So head over to our dashboard and click opt-in, confirm transaction. So we're going to confirm the transaction. So let's check our transaction hash again to see if it has the transaction has gone through. So it's a success. So we'll come back here. It's fresh. And there we go, guys. Our operator is working fine and it's okay. So as you can see, so you'll be seeing red and green. So it's confirming these are the missing data. As you can see, this is the total blocks that is showing here. This is the latest block. The latest block is this. Okay, so once it meets up with the blocks, it will be showing green. So don't worry, everything is okay regardless of the red here. All right, so guys, thank you for thanks, and please ensure you like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel once again.